Hello, Two Files. Here we are, presently in my grandpa's shed, looking out at some junk. The reason being there's a very mild wind out there and I am sweaty from working. So we're going to get out there and move around some here in a minute. Subject to this is, in part, this truck. I don't know if you guys remember this or how much video I have of it actually. This truck is from the looking in the rear view for 19 Stony 64. I bought, or actually traded, my gray truck from much earlier videos, my 81 model. Drove it to the guy's house to get this one because it had the decent bed, which is the bed for the blue and white truck, which I still have. It survived the fire. And it also had the driveline, because this truck was a factory FE with an automatic. Kind of odd to be factory automatic, but they're out there. It's in poor condition, as to be expected. But it's got, it went, in a matter of a month from junk to project. And this is going to be my next major project, actually. The black 63, which is out there. We'll walk up there in a minute. Is also a project that is not being ignored. That truck has excellent potential, has a good engine, transmission, needs a little bit of work in floors, and I can use the bed off from the blue truck sitting way over there, if you can see it, and put a 64 grill in it, and it'd take a Ford nut to know the difference. But that'll make a good truck. This one here, the 65, I like these trucks, and they're not the same as the 64, not just the grill. Most of you non-Ford guys, may not know. Of course, people know that 65 was the first year twin I-beam. And this is, of course, a twin I-beam truck, which basically means it has the same exact suspension as a 79 model. Everything direct replacement. But you can see the floors are pretty bad. And like a moron, I sold the steering column out of it, but that don't really matter. I will have to fix these floors and fix these, all this. The other major difference in 65 versus the earlier years of this body style is right here. The threshold and when you open the door is totally different. This part of the dash is different. The floors are different, cab supports are different. Everything underneath them is different. The way they mount and everything. Again, closes like a good one. Everything remained the same up till 1979, which makes for an interesting thing. And the reason that I have brought this truck out of the field where it was stored, I spent some of the day, it's Sunday, I don't like to do any hard labor on Sunday, which it kind of was hard labor, but I enjoyed it, so I don't consider it work. If you can see, it's a long way away, I know. I put the Burnt Ranger down there in, as our friend at Vice Grip Garage says, the fence row, or the tree row. I put Old Blue down there because I'm tired of looking at him. I moved my Grand Prix down there last week, my parts cars, to make a little room up here. And that's the reason I needed the room is what I'm going to show you now. Before I get into that, at the end of this video, I will post a few clips, kind of doing things backwards, but I still want to share these clips with you of me doing this. And I also want to take a moment here and thank my friends. And I've got a whole lot more of them than I thought it did. The wife and I are going to get together and we're going to make a video specifically to name a few names. And by name names, you know, I'm talking about thank people that have helped me. A lot of you was sent over here by Jeff Bradshaw. And Jeff's been a friend of mine for a long time. If you don't know who he is, go to Elderly Iron and check out his videos. Start from the first one and just keep watching. The guy's entertaining because he's just a bit of a nut, which makes him fun. And he is super knowledgeable on everything, but in particular, he is a Chevy guru, trained and all that way back in the day. But and he deals with the 55 through 59 body style a lot, and the Napco stuff, which is pretty darn awesome. I found him by accident years ago, talked to him a few times. He's awesome, and he mentioned me and our fire in one of his videos. And you know, we asked for donations. We got a few. I admit I'm very thankful for it all. It's a bad time of year to ask people for anything. I mean, Christmas had just left, and you know, it's bad. I borrowed a tractor from my neighbor, and it barely works, but I dug a hole and I'm pushing ash into it, and I've still got some stuff to do, but it's been frigid here. I still need to drag that down in the field. But back on point, guys. Thank you, Jeff Bradshaw. I also want to make a point to thank Belt's Towing, Jason Belt. Been a good friend of mine for a very long time. And, you know, I'd like to just publicly thank him and tell y'all how much I think of this guy, how much of a friend he's been to me. And this guy's met me in person once. And when he met me that time, he brought me my Deputy Diplomat, which I would have bought from him, but I didn't have anything. That car got me to and from work for several years, and I have him to thank for it. And he stepped up and kind of was the first one to lead the charge to, you know, help Cleve out. And Chloe wants to say hi. And I've got to thank him. He's a good man. But this video is also for him. Okay, here's the thing. Ever since back in the summer, I was told about a 79 four-wheel drive up in the woods, and I was told, well, it's a 351 Windsor, it's a 400, it's a 460, it's a Bulldog 4-speed, it's a long bed, it's a step side. Unreliable info. Nobody knew. So I took it upon myself to find out, and I talked to the owner, and he said, dude, if you can get it out of here, you can have it for $100. I said, sold. And here we are. This is a 79. The true nature of this truck is 400 modified. No good. I haven't even tried to turn it, but I so seriously doubt it's any good. Let's see. I've already got fender on the other side. Promised somebody all this trim here is going to my friend in Tennessee. I want you to watch this video and see just, it's amazing this old truck's beat up, but all this trim is perfect. This one will be going to Jason Belt's family heirloom truck that his dad bought new, because some of his was damaged when he got hit and he had to replace the bed. But this truck is automatic. It somebody beat the windows out of it, of course, all but the rear one you didn't matter. The floors are gone in this truck, and even if they wasn't, I'd say you can't see in there, but the roof is rotted off from it. Otherwise, guys, I'd try to fix this because I love 79s, but it actually even came with a title, but it's just too far gone. Well ventilated bed. Chloe, she wants to be in the video so bad. This side, the springs were missing. He had sold them to someone, so it's got a chain wrapped around her axle and come along tightening it up down there. So I ran up on this, as I said, got it for a song. I could crush it and make money on it. I drug that truck over there out of the woods and put 2 and 2 together, and guess what you got, guys? You got a 65 four-wheel drive. Put floors in that truck. I have a title for that truck. I'm supposed to have an engine coming for this truck, And I got on Facebook Marketplace and I found this. Yeah, you can tell it's been sitting in a pasture for a long time. I got this for practically nothing, just to drag it home. But this is, it's a 57 to a 60 model chassis cut off somebody made into a trailer. I can tell by the way the frame's made in the shock hangers, but these beds were identical from pretty much interchangeable from 53 up into the mid 70s, and then they changed this, where this is angled like an old buckboard buggy. They made them flat for camper tops, but even after that the fenders was the same. But this will give me a step side for the 4-wheel drive. And I have a lead on a 460. Don't know for sure whether it's going to pan out, but not really what I wanted. I love 460, and this truck is being built to drag my car trailer. I mean, old Red over there is doing a fine job, but I'm not building a show queen. I'm not building something that's going to get a big old fancy paint job or nothing. Building a work truck, because I've always wanted one of these with well, as you knew from the other one, with power steering, power brakes, automatic, you know, a few little things that'll ensure that I can still drive it if I still, you know, am able to drive when I get older, in my 70s and so forth. I'd like to, you know, I intend on keeping stuff usually when I fool with it, guys, if you ain't figured it out. I'm letting my video get too long, but check out these clips of us dragging this truck out of the woods. You can see where it was. The truck sat there for about 15 years. I will make more videos. I make a better video of the 63 over there. I need to, if I'm okay. I'm looking at my thing. That is a pretty darn good truck. She's far from perfect, but she will make a good truck. And you want to do a little stuff, a little bit to this, and I hope. I want to get this frame here cleared off and take the chassis to my cousin and let him sandblast it. And we're going to strip the springs off the rear of that 65 over there, and if I need them, I might have to get some off this trailer or that trailer, because they're both early Ford, to build up springs for that 63, because it had a bunch taken out, and this truck needs them too. It's got one set broken in front, which not that big a deal. I just need a main leaf. But anyways, check this out, guys. Tune in, comment. I love reading your comments. I tried to reply to all of them. You know, shop's still going. I haven't come up with a solution yet. I'm working on some ideas and possible leads on possibly tearing one down and moving it here, but no one's giving me an answer on money or availability, or, you know, it's just, I've got a limited budget and I've got to work in it, you know. But I got faith that something's going to come around. I do. So hang in there, guys, and thanks for everything, really. I'm going to leave up the PayPal account for a little while. I'm not going to leave it up forever. But if anyone still would like to help, and help is appreciated. As I mentioned in the other video, thanks to some wonderful people, all YouTube people. I have a good selection of hand tools now, enough to get by and do what I need to do. I don't have as much as I used to have, but hey, that was a lifetime of collecting, and I've thank God to some friends. I can come out here and I can do stuff now. I've come up with, you know, I bought a new drill, I bought a grinder, I bought a bench grinder on sale at Harbor Freight. I laid away a good air compressor. I have no air tools whatsoever, nothing. And I've got to come up with a place to put the air compressor once it comes home, which will be another month and a half or two. I still got my wire run outside here that was power to the building. I could do something with that, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't have anything set in stone, and I just, you know, I do need help, and it's greatly appreciated. Like I said, this will never be a begging channel. Like I said, I'm gonna let this continue probably for about another 2 weeks, and then may not even make a video between now and then. But after that, I'm going to shut the PayPal thing down. Maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. I kind of letting the wife handle that. But thank you, everybody. Go over to Elderly Iron and tell that guy what a cool guy he is. Tell him Cleve sent you. Trust me, he's a fine person and he's a good friend, and I cherish the fact that I got to meet him through this awesome thing that we've all found called YouTube. God bless y'all, and check out this clip, and we'll see you soon. Hey tubers, here we are in the woods of Virginia. Just climbed a big mountain, which I'll get a video of, working on the next project. Nope, not building 79, the body's shot. This is a 4-wheel drive short bed that we are going to put a 65 body on, hopefully. I walk by my whole loud truck here. We just cut down a tree to get it out. This old truck's been here about 20 years. 400 automatic, 4-wheel drive, solid axle, of course. Try to get back on track and get something building. And this is a perfect platform for it. Make more videos as we go. Be good. As my cohort just said, round 2, guys. We have been here cleaning out trash. We got tires aired up, added wheels to it. It has no springs on this side, so I got a block of wood in there that come along holding everything tight. And as you can see, Big Red here dragged it, but the wheels won't roll. And we can't tell if it's stuck in gear or what. But what we're going to do now is likely pull the drive lines. And I wish the video had been a little better, but we've been working like dogs and we're running out of daylight. So here we go. I'll try to get back when we finish this little project.